What's going on, guys? It's Ryan, and today I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons why I think Godforge is going to end Raid Shadow Legends. Doom and gloom awaits, so let's jump right into the video. Number 1, the entire Raid community knows about Godforge. Due to the biggest Raid Shadow Legends influencer being the head behind the project, the entire Raid community knows about Godforge and they're waiting on it. It's no surprise that people are a little upset about the formula behind Raid Shadow Legends. We love the game, but the money grabbing and the greediness from the company is leaving a lot to be desired with the game. We all love collecting champions, trying to improve our teams and all that jazz, but Godforge seeks to improve upon the Raid formula due to all the heads behind the project being Raid players themselves. They liked the game so much, and one day the community decided, hey dude, why don't you make your own game? And they said, okay, cool, let's make our own game. So with that, I think Raid Shadow Legends is in trouble, and they don't even realize it, or they're afraid to admit to it. Number 2, the feedback loop. Hell Hades and his team have stated time and time again how they want feedback for their game and actively want the community involved in the project. That is something Polarium or the Raid Shadow Legends developers simply do not care about. We have bitched and complained time and time again about certain things and features in Raid, or things that we just want added to the game. It was basic quality of life stuff up to like dungeon ideas, artifact sets, etc. And yet they refuse to do anything about it, or when they do, it's been 6 months, 7, 8 months, a year's passed when everybody's been asking for them. The feedback loop is very important with any video game, and especially when it's a money-grabbing game like Raid Shadow Legends, which we love, by the way, but nobody likes being constantly advertised to and felt pressured to buy packs. And lastly, number 3, it's built off of the Raid Shadow Legends formula. We all love Raid Shadow Legends, however, the harsh prices of the packs and the lack of developer-to-player connection leaves most players feeling bitter. They feel bitter towards events and shard openings in general. People are afraid to open shards due to how hard it is to come across some of these resources. They're afraid to use books too. They're afraid to do anything in the game that isn't part of the fusion events or whatever else they decide to do with it. We all understand that if you want something in games like this, you do have to accumulate resources, but there's so many people that think you're playing the game wrong just because you want to open shards on a non-2x event or a non-event in general. The whole point in the game is to open shards, have fun, collect champions, and play the game. If you're afraid to do that at any given time, we have a problem. It's okay to ask players to buy packs. We understand what kind of game this is. However, $20 to $25 for a single shard is outrageous. That is the cost of some video games. If Godforge can get this right, then we'll have a fight on our hands. The players know this, Polarium knows this. Everybody will be a lot happier once the prices come down on all these absurd things. When Primal Shards were released, people were so sick of the prices, they actually changed the prices of the Primal Shards, which also affected the other shard packs by a small margin. It wasn't really enough to make a huge difference. It's still super expensive, and I, for one, along with many other Raid Shadow Legends players, just simply cannot understand how people are willing to justify these prices whenever they buy all these packs. If Polarium can dial back on the greed meter a little bit and just give players what they want, I feel like they'll have a strong defense against Godforge once it comes out. But the problem is here, Godforge is fighting a winning battle. Polarium doesn't even want to acknowledge that one of their biggest content creators is creating a game that's directly going to compete with them. Or they're just putting on a happy face and acting like it's not going to affect their revenue. We even have a new Asgard Divide event in Raid Shadow Legends, which seems to be directly inspired from Godforge, as if Polarium, no pun intended, is trying to steal some of Godforge's thunder. It's not going to work though, guys, because we're all pretty excited about Godforge, or at least I am, and those were the top 3 reasons I think Godforge is really going to take it to Raid Shadow Legends. Thanks again to everybody who stopped by to check out the video. If you want to stay updated on everything Raid Shadow Legends and potentially Godforge related, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll do my best to keep you updated on everything these 2 games have to offer. This has been Ryan with Ryan Raids the Internet signing off. Have a good one. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.